It's Dean here, another episode of what I did last week and me rambling on about the week. So last week was a really good one. Sold a fair bit of door-to-door accounts. I don't know the actual total because I didn't look, but I know that my best-selling day ever was on Saturday. I sold 6 accounts, on recurring service, 6 clients on recurring service, and then 1 client on a one-time job. Normally wouldn't sell them, but he was somebody that had a company that he'd been with for a long time, and I think he wanted to switch over to us, but just was like, oh, I don't want to screw him over, and whatever. My sales ability was the deciding factor there, but I got him on a one-time to take care of his beds and stuff to show him that we don't stink, and then hopefully he switches to us in the future because he had a bad experience in the past switching and it didn't work. And I explained that to him and all the stuff about what we do and how, with us and his current company is granular. The problem is when he switched, they went to liquid. He didn't like liquid. That said, though, that little mini tangent aside, very me. But so with that said, sold 6 new customers, 9 different lines of business, which is awesome. One of the clients we sold 4 things to, so we got them on the fertilization, the plant health care, perimeter pest control, and the aeration, which is pretty cool. So that was awesome. Could not get the sale for the mosquito control, but it's fine. Got a good contract value there, which is awesome. So it was really good, although I will say one of those clients just called in earlier today and pre-service canceled. That's the first time we've ever had that happen. I kind of blame the fact that I sold it on Saturday and then now it's today. Although I'm kind of excited that I got a pre-service cancel, not because I wanted them. Obviously you don't want pre-service cancels, they stink. And I'm sure if we serviced his account on Saturday, he wouldn't have canceled. But the cool thing, which, something for the future operationally, but the cool thing with that though is that I think it means I'm starting to get better at selling, because I'm selling people that aren't looking for the service. And so with him, we happen to be doing, I think, 7 of the neighbors or 6 of the neighbors. And so when I went to him, he was a DIYer that really didn't do anything, newer homeowner, and I closed him on it. Not in a bad way. Obviously it's a great service, great price. We're doing his neighbor next door and neighbor 2 doors down. But so got him set up on the service. And then, obviously canceled. But, whatever. My fault. Probably didn't solidify the sale as well as I could have, should have. And it's always tough too, because whatever, we have to work on our system for getting new clients onboarded from door to door, because we have it, but it's tough on Saturdays, especially because I make a fair bit of sales on Saturdays, right? I made, sold 6 new customers. Actually one was a customer that used us in the past, and then I knocked on their door and used us again, but doesn't matter. Nonetheless, 5 new customers, 1 customer that's coming back to us, they use us for landscaping. But so the hard thing with that though, I think, is just that, a lot of people we need to build that trust instantly, because they're instantly going to have, with any sale, right? Buyers instantly have buyer's remorse. Hormozy talks about that, right? Closer, the R is reinforced. And so with that, this is acronym for closing, but with that, I think we need to maybe work on a new email that we send out as soon as people close, that we have automated through some form or another, or automated text message or whatever, just to confirm it even more, raise the company, oh cool, these people are legit. And this guy didn't cancel because it wasn't legit. He was like, no, I don't care about the weeds. And I was like, whatever. But we'll see if I can reclose them. But that aside, so that's something I have to work on. Other than that, this week I didn't go door to door as much as I wanted to. I went out from Saturday I went out from 9:45, or I think I went out from 9:45 until 5:35, which was a good day. And then the rest of the week I didn't get out till later. I probably knocked a total of maybe 20 hours this week, 25 hours. So definitely nowhere near what I need to hit the goal of 500. So I'm definitely going to be out way more next week. I'm going to try to, but we had a new inside sales guy start, so that was the reason there. But definitely going to, for next week, try to really get out every day by 12:30 is going to be my goal, and then knocking till 8:30. So a full, 7 hours on the doors every day. 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. So full 8 hours on the doors. And then with that, I'll be out there just closing deals, getting better at it. And I really just decided to prioritize for this year the door knocking for myself, to get really good at the skill, because I think that there are ways that I'm still recruiting from my personal network, but there have been offers, for people to be hey, we'll help you recruit people, whatever, charge a fee. But for me, honestly, I don't think I want that. As far as people, I don't think I want to have a massive team this year. And I started the year wanting it, but now that I'm in it, I think that, and this might be just me, let me believe, whatever, but I think that for myself, I closed a bunch of deals on Saturday, and I'm generally closing 3 to 5 per full day I'm out there. Some days I still bagel it, but whatever, getting better. But so with that, my real goal is going to be to just get really good at the doors, because I think that that's going to be a higher ROI for me long term than trying to bring all these new people in. Plus it becomes an issue with cash as well, because we're spending, it costs a lot to start up a door-to-door team. and we just brought an inside sales rep, and I think he'll be able to do what like the equivalent of at least 2 people, or at least 1 person, but definitely probably 2 or 3 people on a door-to-door team, by just calling our current customers, which is better, which is not better, but just like theoretically cheaper. It's probably about but whatever, upsells, whatever. All that stuff aside, it's going to cost us about the same and have really good output. So I'm kind of focusing my efforts there. And then going to be focusing on really getting our operations dialed in as well, because let's say we add 1,000 customers now, or whatever. Let's say we add, my initial goal for this year is 1,000 customers. We're not going to hit that because my math was off on the fact that I thought I would be able to recruit more door-to-door team members easily, which didn't come to fruition. But with that said, I think that the big thing for me, what I'm really looking at doing is really for me is operations, I guess, is because I'm worried that if we were to start, if we were to add a ton of accounts really fast, like I don't know that our operations is that dialed in yet. Now we have our awesome production manager / operations manager. We have a bunch of new people in the office. Like I think we will get there very soon, but I think we just have a lot of kinks to be worked out, and I don't want to just overrun the system. And I think with the accounts that I'm selling, it'll be enough load on the system to really get everything dialed in so that next year we can grow bigger. And I think that's the Alex Hormozy method of only sell enough people into the sandwich shop to perfect the sandwich, and then sell a ton of people into the sandwich shop once they love it. And so I really just want to make sure our program is dialed in, our equipment's dialed in. I think I'm going to buy a new machine because I don't think the machine we have now does a good enough job as far as actually putting down like broadleaf weed control. Now it could be used there. I have to contact the company and whatever, look at it and see what we can do there. But I don't love the machine we have now, and I think if I got a higher quality machine, probably one of the Z sprayers or something, that I think it would be even better, especially for our blanket treatments on the lawns. Because that's my number one thing, which is like if clients complain about weeds in the lawn, and I feel like the blanket treatments we do aren't as good as they could be. Now if we use the backpack sprayer, sure, or if I buy a skid sprayer, maybe that's the solve. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at that and see if it makes sense for us to buy a skid sprayer or a new machine or whatever. I'll look at all that, probably talk to some people, talk to some friends. Comment down below what you guys use as far as a rig if you're still watching, which would be pretty cool. But so that being said, other than that, just really focusing on door-to-door. Like I said, brought the new Skillz team member in today, or this week in the office. He's been phenomenal. Been calling on our current clients, been reaching out to people, so that's been really fun. Having him here, and he's doing really good. Somebody else I can work on sales training with, so we're going to probably do daily sales drilling, at least while he's here, because that way we can both sharpen our axes and both get better, and I can have somebody to actually role play with in the office who can give me feedback, which is going to be really cool instead of just me watching training and going out and talking to customers, because I've just not had that really yet. So that'll be really fun. And then beyond that, it's just, and then obviously commission tracking is way harder than I feel like it should be. It could be a software thing. I think next year we're going to switch to field routes is my plan right now, because their commission tracking at the very least is much better. So I'm really hoping that'll be an unlock for us. And then but other than that, just get tracking as best as we can right now. Stuff I have coming up. Just going to look at next week. Really is just my schedule just looks like door to door every day, and then on Saturday. And so that's going to be my plan. We're obviously still doing some Facebook ads. I think especially doing a little bit of mosquito stuff would be beneficial, so I'm going to work on that later today. But just doing some basic ads to get some inbound some inbound leads, so that we can have our inside sales guy call outbound, which would be cool. And then he's obviously just working through the list, calling current customers, past customers, all that fun stuff. But it's basically the gist. Our cost of goods has been really, really good. Our new production manager is murdering it. Our total COGS have been lower than they've ever been since even when I was running it. So he's clearly just got it dialed, which is amazing compared to when I was doing it. We did a really big job last week I think it's going to be our last really big job probably ever that we did for friend of a friend doing some drainage and stuff. But it turned out really nice. It's just a lot of headache for me, even though it wasn't supposed to be. So with that's basically the gist. That's basically what we got going on here. Revenues obviously down a little bit for the summer, which is what it is. It'll pick up again once we hit the fall time frame. So it just gives us a chance to get better at what we're doing, train out new team members, bring on some new team members to prep for the fall. And but thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Comment any questions down below.